the Georgian draft bill on foreign agents pursuant to Standing Order 108-2, and the motion passed by the subcommittee. On Tuesday, April 30th, 2024, the subcommittee will commence its study of Georgia's draft bill on foreign agents. I would like to welcome our witnesses. First, Center for Development and Democracy, Ketevan Chachava, Executive Director, by video conference for a maximum of 5 minutes. You will have no more than 5 minutes for your opening remarks, after which we will move to questions. Welcome, Ms. Chachava. I would now invite you to make your opening statement, which should last no longer than 5 minutes. You are welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you. Honorable members of the House of Commons, I am deeply grateful for this opportunity to speak before you today. It is an honor, privilege, and great responsibility. My name is Ketevan Chachava. I am a civic and democracy activist from Georgia with 18 years of experience in non-profit sector. I'm executive director and the founder of Tbilisi-based NGO, Center for Development and Democracy, as well as steering committee member of the World Movement for Democracy and a non-resident fellow with SEPA. I stand before you as a proud Georgian citizen, committed to democratic, Euro-Atlantic future of my country, and as a representative of tens of thousands of Georgians, from the younger to older, from so-called silent generation to Gen Alpha, who have taken the streets in peaceful protest for past month. I address you today with a deep concern regarding the recent developments in Georgia, specifically their introduction of a Russian-style draft law on transparency of foreign influence, also referred to as a foreign agent law. Our struggle is not about opposing a single piece of legislation. It's about defending the very fundamentals of our democracy, freedom, rule of law, and our chosen path of Euro-Atlantic inspiration, protected by the Georgian Constitution. The state objective of the proposed legislation is to ensure transparency concerning foreign influence and funding by implementing a specialized database. While transparency is universally valued, this legislation mandates that NGOs and independent media receiving over 20% of their funding from abroad must register as organizations carrying out the interests of a foreign power. Such a catalyzation of our stigmatization of the organizations, that is one of the biggest issues that we all face. It doesn't only diminishes the dignity and respect, but also not only for the organizations, but also for the individuals associated with the organizations. This legislation mirrors oppression measures seen in Russia, Belarus, and Kyrgyzstan, where similar laws have silenced dissent, violated international human rights standards, and led to closure or forced exile. Such laws serve only to weaken democracy, as evident by VDEM report. Georgia, as an EU candidate and NATO aspirant country, finds itself at a crossroad where upholding democratic principle is crucial. Opening different polls constantly indicate that 75 to 80% of Georgians support European and Euro-Atlantic integration. However, proposed law conducts these principles, posing significant threat to silencing the vibrant civil society and free media. These pillars are vital and integral to our aspiration for EU and NATO membership. This progression of the events has been alarmingly fast. Announced only on April 3rd, law has already passed with 2 hearings, and the stakes could not be higher as we anticipate the final readings of this law by the end of June. As we continue to protest under the banner, Yes to Europe, No to Russian law, our peaceful demonstrations are met with disproportionate force and targeted violence against opposition leaders and civic activists, further worsening the crisis and existing polarization, which is becoming deeply alarming. Therefore, I can call you to stand with us in this critical moment on the right side of history. We seek your assistance against attack on civil society and media freedom, which are signs of democracy's backsliding. Your reaffirmation of support for Georgia's Euro-Atlantic aspiration is crucial. Let us send a clear message to the members of the government and the Parliament of Georgia that attack on civil society and media freedom are unacceptable and damaging our democratic progress. This is not the path towards advancing closer to Euro-Atlantic family that Georgia is striving to join. Thank you for strong support of Georgia's NATO membership. Your dedication to human rights and democracy worldwide is deeply appreciated. Thank you for your attention. I'm looking forward to hearing your insights and addressing any questions you may have.
Thank you, Madam Chachava. Well done, 5 minutes perfectly.